Hey guys, it's Stephanie. Welcome back to my channel. I have another book review for you guys, and it was a September pick for Book of the Month. If you guys don't know, Book of the Month is a book subscription. It is literally my favorite thing on the planet right now. It brings me such joy, and I love it because it gets me out of my warm, cozy bubble of like books that I used to gravitate towards, and it really just opens my eyes to a lot of things. I've read a lot of books that I would have normally never picked. Most I've loved, some I've hated, some I've just been meh about. But this one is a freaking love book, okay? Like, I love it so much, I can't stop thinking about it. It's swoon-worthy, it's so good. It is a romance book, so if these are not your jam, you can go ahead and click off. But I am obsessed with this book. It is a debut author, so I got it. I picked it for my pick, and then I added another pick. I got two other books, but this was my pick for September, and it was a debut author, so I got it before it was published, and I raved about it. I literally read it in one sitting. Like, I started it Sunday morning. That's our chill day at our house. My husband walked by, saw me like this, and he was like, "You have that look on your face, I'll see you at the end of your book." And he just left me alone and took the kids. I married a keeper, you guys. So good, you guys. Okay, so it is The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. I'm obsessed. I am obsessed with this book, you guys. I love it so much. Okay, so it is a fake dating trope. You guys are familiar with those and you like them. This is like the best one. It's so good. So, oh God, I just love it so much. I just love it so much. Okay, so Olive is a third-year PhD student. This is like a very much like nerdy, nerdy, okay, I say that with love, but they're like, they're in labs and they do all these science things, and it's just way over my head, but it's cute. So it starts off with a prequel of her several years prior, like sitting in the bathroom crying, and she's not crying because she's upset. She's crying because she has like year-old contacts in her eyeballs and they're burning her eyes and she can't see. And so she's sitting there crying, also trying to figure out if she should like try to apply for the PhD, school, if she wants to do academia, like what is her goal? And she's like contemplating life. And she ends up running into this guy. She has no idea what he looks like because her contacts. And he's like, "Why are you in my bathroom?" And so they start talking, and he basically is a PhD student from what she thinks. And, she's like, "I don't know if I should apply or like what the deal is." And he's like, "Well, you need to do something that will make you happy, And then he like chastises her for having year-old contacts in her eyeballs. And it's like this really cute sort of like exchange. Then you fast forward and you're in current day, and she's a third-year PhD student, and it starts off her kissing someone, and she has no idea who she's kissing. So basically she had dated this guy for like 3 dates. They did not hit it off, but her best friend and him have totally hit it off, and they're refusing. The friend is like refusing to move forward with it because she knows that Olive had dated this guy. And so she told her friend, "Well, you can totally date him. I'm dating someone else," which was a lie. And so that day in particular, she was supposed to be on said date with her boyfriend, and her friend shows up at her lab. She was actually just at the lab at school working. And she sees her friend, she freaks out. She's like, "Oh my God, my friend's gonna know that I lied to her and I'm not really on a date." So she grabs the first guy she sees, and it like runs up to him and goes, "I'm sorry, but can I kiss you?" And she kisses him, and she like grabs him and kisses him, and it's like hot, right? And then she's like, at first he was like super tense, and then all of a sudden like his hands went around her waist and he's holding her, and it's like hot, right? Like she has no idea who this guy is. She pulls away and realizes that it is Adam, who is a professor at the university in a different department, and she's mortified because he has this reputation of being a total jerk. Like, nobody likes him. He's so mean to his students, and she's like mortified that she grabbed him and like kissed him, right? So as soon as her friend leaves, like doesn't say anything to her, but leaves, she like runs away, and he follows her, and he's like, "What was that? Like, what's going on?" Or maybe it was the next day, I can't remember. But he comes up to her and he's like, what is going on? And so she tells him, and he's like, "Well, I'll pretend date you." What? And so then he tells her that he is trying to get money from the school to run his, experiments and things like that. He needs this grant, and the school's afraid that he's going to leave because his contract is coming up, and there's been rumors that he's talking to other schools. So they're like basically freezing his account. So he agrees to date Olive to show the school that he has roots. Like, he's settling down, he's not a flight risk, and because she's not in his department, apparently it's not frowned upon for professors and students to date. I don't know the legalities of that, but in the book, it's okay because she's like 23. Like, it's not like she's like 18. She's a grown adult, and they are not connected in the school at all, really. So they agree to fake date, and it's like really cute. Like, he's a total jerk. But then, like, when he's with Olive, like, he's so sweet, and you start to get to know him, and you realize that, like, he had a very abusive professor when he was a PhD student, and, like, so it really upsets him when he hears people say that, like, he's mean and everyone hates him, but he's just being honest with them, and his whole thing is, like, he wants all of these students to succeed, and it's not them, it's, like, their work isn't good enough, and so he tells them that, like, he just doesn't sugarcoat anything, and because of that, like, people hate him. And as he's, like, with Olive, like, they sort of, obviously it's fake dating trope, they start to fall for each other, and I don't know, it's just really, really good. There is a spicy scene in there, and you guys, it's one of the hottest spicy scenes I've ever read. I was, like, flustered, like, totally fell in love with Adam. He is, like, swoon-worthy book boyfriend material. But something that someone brought up that I did not realize until they brought it up in the Book of the Month Club is when they're in this spicy scene, he makes her vocalize that what's happening is okay, which I think is really, really important in today's day and age. I think it was a very good message. Like, they're in the midst of, like, what they're doing, and he stops and makes her say, you have to tell me that this is okay. And I think that that's really important, and it made it even hotter, in my opinion, because he cared about her enough to get, like, her consent. And I think that's really, really important. As someone with a daughter, I think that that's important. I think consent is important in today's day and age where there's this fuzzy line that we sometimes, that we shouldn't have, but we do. I won't I'll stop. I feel certain ways about that, but so good, you guys. It's so, so, so good. I gave it 5 stars. Where's my little, 5 stars. I love everything about this book. I need more of her. It was so well written. I loved all the characters. Well, I didn't love all the characters, but these two were so cute together. I loved it. So good. So if you're looking for, like, a fake dating trope, romance, this is it. I think we all fell in love with Adam. I will say that. So good, you guys. If you have read this book, let me know what you think. It's so good. It's so good. Okay, that's all I have for you guys today. If you guys are interested in joining Book of the Month, I will put a link down below that will get you a discount on your first month. It is so worth it. But that's all I have. I hope you guys have a great day. Let me know what you think if you've read it. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.